welcome back to Ray's Honest Airgun Reviews. This episode, seeing as we did a Warren Edwards Let's Talk Airguns episode, I've actually brought one of my Warren Edwards stocks today. It's on a very special gun of mine. I had this made especially for FT. I did quite a bit of FT shooting when I first got it, but I got more into using sticks now, but I've still got it anyway, and I wouldn't get rid of it. It's a very special gun. It was handmade for me in Derbyshire. So we're going to get her on the table and we're going to talk about it. Then we'll do a 30-yard pellet. Today's gun on the table is a Ripley rifle AR5s FT or HFT, whichever one you want to obviously call it. It's got a few differences to the XL9 and the other AR5s that I showed you. That other one was 2.2, this is in 177. Now this has got a beautiful Warren Edwards FT stock on it. It has got an adjustable butt pad on it, which is a metal butt pad. It's got a butt hook on it, this one. In fact, I will show you that right now. Butt hook and the hamster fitted, which I forgot to put on. So the butt hook is obviously adjustable up and down, side to side. Both the bottom bit, the hook actually moves side to side, up and down, and so does obviously the overlap at the top. These links, you can have more links in, so you can have it further around your shoulder if you want to have it further around your shoulder and keep it up there like that, which is pretty cool and nice as well. Moving forward, you've got your adjustable cheek piece. That's up and down, side to side as well. It'll swivel around to obviously look very nice. The way that I had this designed, I wanted two obviously palm shelves on it. So thumb shelves was one there and then one up here, and it's also had it designed for finger grips as well. So that's obviously, let's get it in, that's designed to fit my hand. Warren did that obviously, so that's nice, and obviously whichever way I fancy shooting when I'm shooting them on me. It's a push button Warren Edwards hamster on this, which is on this side. Just push it and obviously you can move it around however you want to move it around as well. And it just slides onto the accessory rail, which is fitted in the bottom just there. So you can fit bipods and other things onto it as well if you want to. I had it done in camo green or forest green, I think this one's called, and it's just been lightly lacquered or oiled. I didn't want the shiny one, I just wanted it kind of like a matte finish, which I think looks even better personally. He's put some air vents in down the side for me down here, which I just like the design of that. And then it is a nice chunky, really good, solid bit of wood that's really steady to hold when you're sat on a beanbag. Moving on about the gun. So the gun is a 17-inch Ripley AR5s, and this is in chrome, or whatever you want to call it. It's a single shot rifle with a bolt action, and it has been custom designed. It's actually got my name in under there. I don't know if you can see it. They put my name in scroll that I asked for, and Steve very kindly at Ripley Rifles did that for me. You fill these guns up to, they can go up to 300 bar, but I fill it up to 200 bar because I get a good 70, 80 shots, probably even 90 shots out of it at 200 bar, at a very consistent 11 foot-pound as well, or just about 11 and a half. It does like a very digestive pellets. It seems to likes JSBs, QS buy rates, and field and target trophies. And I have swapped around a bit when I did do a bit of field target shooting and going backwards and forwards as you do. The difference between the Hunter version and either the FT or the HFT version of this is, on this end you've got a built-in air stripper. So the air stripper's there on the end, which got I think it's a 5-slot air stripper. You can just see it there, and 5 slots there. And then it's also got a built-in cone, which is pretty. This is where we had silence for normally go on the other one, but Steve made a cone for the air stripper, which is obviously pretty neat as well. And that goes, the screws back in there. He says, let's get that back in right. There we go. And that goes back in there. Now they do different length ones of these. They do 17, 15, 19-inch actions. This is a 17. I want something a bit more compact because I just feel I like a bulkier gun that's a bit more compact as well. It's got the adjustable Ripley trigger on this. It's got obviously it's not a blade. It's fully adjustable. That is that trigger, which is pretty nice. You can turn it either way and everything else that you do with that. So that being said, the only other thing I've had fitted on this is a scope riser onto there, because it's obviously it helps out a bit more when you're taking your longer shots. And I've also got a beanbag that goes on the bottom here for my knee, which it saves your knee when you're taking sitting shots as well, but I've not put that on. Like I said, that said, we're going to spin around and we're going to do a 30-yard pellet test again and see what we get with this one. Now, I'm going to apologise again. I've actually ordered a new GoPro and it's coming next week, so we will have some better footage of downrange as well when I'm shooting with obviously the future ones. But let's see how we get on with the groupings, and we'll bring it back. There's a small right to left wind today, but I'm going to aim dead on. We'll range find it, get it dead on, and see what kind of grouping we get. So let's spin around and get on the range. Now we're going to do the 30-yard pellet test with the Ripley FT with a Warren Edwards stock on. We'll use the 3 pellets that we normally use for this experiment, and that is the Exacts, Barracuda 8s, QYS. So we'll wait until that ceasefire's done, and then we'll start having a go. I've shot at 30 yards with the JSB Exacts. Now the only problem with this is I'm actually left-handed, believe it or not, but I shoot right-handed, so it's a bit awkward for me to load, but it's not the end of the world. Right, JSB. I've not really set this up either. I think the cheek piece needs to come up a bit and need to pull the scope back a bit as well, but I'll do that another day when I've got my Allen keys out and have a play with it, and she does need to go clean up as well. These, I forgot to mention as well, these guns are fully regulated. We've got Ripley's own regulator built into them as well. And I believe there is about a 2-year waiting list for one. That's if Steve is still making them. But they do come up on, I think there's one on Gun Trader at the minute. I think it's 1,200 quid for everything. If you're looking to get into FT shooting, that is. Right, so that's the JSBs, and now we'll go on to the next QAS. Try them. These are the standard QAS as well, the 844 grain ones, they're not the heavier ones. I've not actually tried the heavy ones through it, to be fair. It might like the heavy ones a little bit better. That one was a flyer. No. I think if I was to start using it again, I might use QAS because it quite likes them. Pretty neat group, that. Now we'll try the Bar 8s. And last shot, and we'll get the card in and we'll put her over the chrono. Right, let's go get the card in and see how we got. Results for the Ripley Rifles AR5s is that. These ones here, sorry, is when I was getting my 0, and that I think was a Get Zero as well, but that's the group. That's 5 shots with a QIS. That's a fingernail. That's gutting because that's obviously JSB, and that's like nearly 5 shots again. I think two of the pellets must have gone for the same hole. And I've got a little flyer there, but that's the Barracuda 8s as well. So yeah, like I said, it's not really pellet fussy, this gun. It does it does open up a bit when you get out to 55, I'm not gonna lie, but they all seem to still hold a good group in whichever one that you use. I think what we'll do is we'll chrono it with the QISs, seen as I know. Let's do JSB. I think we'll do JSB because if it weren't for that, that'd have been 5 pellets nearly through the same hole. That's like nearly bench rest standard, isn't it? Really. So we'll try that. So I'm gonna get the chrono. And we'll get put over the chrono. 3 shots now. See what we get with JSB exacts. These are the 844 grains, and I've also had one shot and it come out 11.5, 770 feet per second. So 11 foot-pound again, and 768. 10.4. That one low. 10.7. It might need charging up. 10.8. I'll have one more. 10.7. So although it's a little bit low, to be fair, I might need to squirt a bit more air in it. It is quite consistent around obviously 10.8, 10.7, 11. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And you can actually adjust the power needs a tiny bit, do some fine tuning with them. There's a little hole here, so if you want to, it depends on what pellet you're using, you can actually fine tune them to the pellet. But I've not played with it, like I said, I've not had it out for a while, and but yeah, it's what is it, 3-4 feet per second? That's just gave me then, really, when it settled down. So I'm happy with that. So my verdict for the Ripley Rifles AR5s, the FT version or HFT version, is going to be about 9. We all know that I love a Ripley. It was, one of my earliest guns that I had. I might even get it out and show you all one day. And that's really the reason why I chose a Ripley to do my FT shooting with. Now, it is a very nice looking gun. It does polish up really nice as well. It comes out like a mirror when you've polished it up and put a bit of peak on it and everything. I think I'm going to obviously start. It needs to be used a lot more, this gun, because it deserves to be used a bit more. So I'll probably try and get it out and give it a go on the course and everything. But if it was for looks alone, I think it'd be probably a 15. But yeah, I don't really know what to say. I do love it. It's a great gun. It is a great gun, and the guy that makes these, Steve Wilkins over in Derbyshire. I don't really know how many more he's going to be making of these sort of guns, and if you can pick one up on Gun Trade, I definitely would, because they are a great bit of kit. They're a bit outdated, but they are a great bit of kit. Well, than that, guys, thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. Really does help the channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. And I will see you in the next one. Cheers.